Hi y'all, Coffeelocks here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to give you a little bit of basic information about me, that way we can start getting to know each other, and I can tell you where I'm at in my art journey, and then maybe we'll do some get to know me questions. I think that sounds good. Yeah, let's do that. So my real name is Sharon, but I've gone by Coffeelocks online for like about 10 years now. So you can call me Sharon, you can call me Coffeelocks, you can just call me Coffee. That's fine too. People also do that. I'm a digital illustrator, doll maker, and mixed media artist. I dabble in a lot of forms of making, and we will be exploring all of those on this channel, hopefully. I own and operate an art doll business called Bauble and Hag, where I make Scandinavian and Germanic kitchen witch dolls from folklore. It's really fun. I started this art business about 2 years ago, which is really wild to think about that it's been that long already, but I primarily do in-person markets, but I also sell online. It's been a really fulfilling adventure for me, and I'm looking forward to sharing the facets of doll making on this channel along with all of my other forms of art, so I hope that you look forward to seeing more of that. I'm also wanting to get more into printmaking and sticker making. I have made stickers in the past and I really enjoyed the experience, and it's really fun to have your own stickers. It's just a neat heckin' thing, so I want to get more into that too. I live in Montreal, Quebec with my partner and our 2 familiars. We have a Great Dane named Luna and a sassy feline named Miigwitch. They are both like blue-gray furred animals, so I like to call them my gravies. I'm a little silly, but we do silly in this house. So I immigrated from Ohio to Quebec in 2020, and this actually brings me to the why of starting my YouTube channel. I made the big move to be permanently with my partner towards the end of 2020. While the move was really great for my growth trajectory and just overall general mental health, being able to be with my partner after being separated, it was also a very destabilizing time in my life. I started to question my purpose, my drive. I forgot what I loved about art and that I loved doing it. So much of my identity was wrapped up in my previous job, and when you quit a job that you've had for so long, I don't know, there's just some questions that come along with, well, who am I anymore after you leave, when all you've known has been work. I started floundering a bit after I quit and didn't really know what I was doing anymore. I didn't have, the time or the energy to dedicate to art when I was working. I was just so tired, and moving here gave me the opportunity to actually pursue art again. I kind of jumped in and didn't really know where to start anymore because it had been so long since I'd done anything and been creative. But art YouTube led me on a path of great self-discovery, and it made me remember why I love art so much. I found a lot of artists that I adore on this platform, and I started watching their videos and getting invested in their lives and what they did, and it was just so much fun, and I want to be a part of that too. If I can give back to the community the same things that they gave me to get me out of the rut that I was in, I would like to contribute and do that also. The more that I watched, studio vlogs and draw with me's and all of the great things that make up art YouTube, the more I took on and watched, the more I wanted to do things, and so I started doing art more. I started getting better at art. I started my own doll business, and then I got into Procreate to learn digital illustration, because I've always done traditional up until the end of last year was when I got my first iPad and Apple Pencil and picked up Procreate, and yeah, it was a really great move for me, and I'm really happy to be exploring that more now. And so the next step now is this YouTube channel, trying to get this off the ground and build a community here. So if you're interested in the likes of digital illustration, doll making, resin work, sewing, and overall cozy Ghibli life vibes, I truly hope that you stick around because that's what I'm hoping to offer here, and I would really love for us to be friends. I would. Okay, so a few get to know me questions. First one, do you like playing video games? I love playing video games. So my favorite video games are the Nancy Drew Detective PC games from Her Interactive. And I think they started coming out in like 1998, but I personally have been playing them since 2000, which, thinking about that, I've been playing these games for 23 years, and that's really, really wild. Yeah, so with 23 years of experience and playtime, I have played every single game except for the last two because I'm saving them, and I don't want to be done with everything in the series yet. I really hope that they come out with another game, but I think there was like a 10-year gap between when the last two games came out, so I don't know if stuff is really still in production anymore. But I have played most of the original games at least twice, some of them more. Obsessed with them. And on the topic of Nancy Drew, I have been a fan of the books since my childhood. I started collecting them in my childhood. I just absolutely adore Nancy Drew. And I've actually been wanting to do a video series where I redraw all 56 of the original book covers in my style. I think that would be really fun, and I'm planning on doing it anyway. I'd love to do videos on it. So if you are interested in a series like that, please let me know because I really want to do it and I want y'all to want it too. So next question, what is your dream job? I'd honestly love to illustrate children's books eventually. I've been doing editing work in the publishing realm for clients for a couple years now. So I have dipped my toes a little bit into the publishing world, but not necessarily the illustrative one. And it's been a dream of mine since I was a kid, ever since my mom got me hooked on children's books by reading to me every day. She also bought me these, they're like blank hardcover books with empty pages that you can make your own stories in. I used to write and illustrate my own little silly stories about penguins, so it's been a dream for a while. Hopefully it will come to fruition eventually. Okay, next question. What jobs have you worked? I've worked many jobs, and a lot of them have absolutely nothing in common. Surprise. I worked in coffee for many years in barista and management positions, and I really enjoyed that a lot. Love coffee, if you can't tell. And I also spent a couple years doing preschool teaching, but decided it really wasn't for me. Kids are nice and everything, but it was just a little much. So after teaching preschoolers, I went to work as a restoration technician and site manager for a full service restoration company. I worked in fire restoration, I did water damage, I did natural disaster, and even body cleanup. So it was interesting. And I did that for 6 years, which was like my longest run of any job that I've ever had. And it became a very large part of my life because I did work a lot. The first few years of that were like fun, and there was a lot of novelty, and I got to see a lot of cool things. But yeah, it was really taxing on my mind and my body, and I ended up suffering from burnout, before my move to Canada. So yeah, really wasn't super great, and now I have a bum knee, so yay, manual labor. But my current jobs are my doll business and freelance editing, and now, hopefully, YouTube. If I can get this off the ground, next job, baby. What animal do you resemble? Well, if you ask me, and really anybody who I am good friends with, my personality is summed up as a combination of a possum, and an ear of corn. Thoroughly Midwest of me, I know. Most days I'm just a rootin', tootin', corn-loving gremlin. What is your favorite season? My favorite season is definitely fall, and it's right around the corner, and I'm really excited for it. I would love to just live perpetually in sweaters and boots and hats. Yeah, that's like the literal dream. I think the color palette just really suits me. Like autumnal colors, just absolutely love them. I just love them. Give me all the orange and red and yellow, muted greens, some brown. Perfect. I'm currently manifesting fall by putting nutmeg and cinnamon in my coffee every morning in anticipation of pumpkin season, and I think it's working. Okay, last question. What is your idea of a perfect day? I love this. So a cozy day is a perfect day. I love when mornings start out really sunny and then get overcast in the afternoon. I'm a huge fan of thunderstorms, so I would love a thunderstorm every day, personally. If I could have a thunderstorm every day, I would be the happiest gal on the planet. So a day where it's comfortably cool, I can sit outside on my porch and watch the thunderstorm roll in, one of my absolute favorite things. So couple that with a mug of coffee or tea and a good book, and I am steady spaghetti. Especially if you throw in, you know, a nice post-walk rain when it just smells really nice outside and there's worms everywhere. Yeah, I love that. Give me a nice post-rain walk and I'm golden. I do my best to always find glimmers in my days. You know, like little moments that feel like I'm in a Studio Ghibli film. Oh, yes. I think paying attention to and appreciating all of the small moments in life are, you know, what make existence so special. Especially today when existence feels a little doom. So I would really like that mentality to show through in my videos, and it's been something that I'm working on. So, yeah. Studio Ghibli vibes. And with that, I think it's time to wrap up. I want to thank you all for joining me and participating in manifesting my YouTube artist dreams. It means a lot to have you here, and I really hope that we can build a really nice community. Like, comment, subscribe, obligatory YouTube stuff. For every like that we get, Luna and Miigwich will receive one pat on the noggin. So take that information, do what you will with it. They'd really appreciate it, you know, if you'd do the things. Toodaloo, pals. Bye!